Grand Archive has a lot of champions. If you want to get into the game, where should you start? First, let's define what a champion actually does. Champions are really just a class and an effect. A champion class is important because it unlocks new abilities on some cards. Some champions even have an element built into them. That means it's possible to run dual element decks. After you level up a spirit, for most champions you'll only be able to level into a new version of themselves. There are exceptions, of course. Different champions can also have different levels of health. I haven't really found myself fighting over health points, so I wouldn't factor that in. When I recommend a champion, I want people to understand I'm thinking about budget first and foremost. Nothing sucks more than investing in a deck and having to drop even more cash just to have a chance at winning. Now, a ton of people are going to want me to bring up Sylvie first, but we'll get to her later. I'm going to start with my number one pick, Lorraine. Again, I know people are going to be mad I don't have Sylvie at number one, but hear me out. First off, Lorraine doesn't need Dungeon Guide. A lot of Lorraine builds just have her sticking to level 1. This is super nice for new players because you can pack even more answers in your material deck. Lorraine can easily play in any of the 3 elements. Want to be super budget? Start with Wind Allies Lorraine. Bonus points if you can get her starter deck. Clarent Reimagined is a cool card, but it really wants the original Clarent to be in the material deck. Don't feel bad if you can't find the starter deck though, since I don't find it to be a make or break. Wind Allies can branch off into either Unique Wind Allies or Robo Allies. Unique Wind Allies is a little pricier, but that's only because there's a bunch of $10 cards, so it's something you can slowly build up towards. It wins by setting up the field for burst damage. When Robo Allies is cheaper build and has better tournament performances. It works by powering up an automation ally and using a double attack card to finish an opponent off quickly. If you want to build a strategy that involves Lorraine herself more than allies, you can build the Sword Saint Vow. This uses the fire element and involves setting up a one-turn kill using Sword Saint's Vow with powerful attack cards like Rending Flame. The best part about this deck is you can just replace some staples like Gildas with budget craft cards. Obviously, you can get the Fire Core and just play Fire Allies Lorraine too. Lastly is Water Allies Lorraine. Hio Klein is like a pseudo Arthur Young Heir. He does less damage, but he has the benefit of resting the target. He's also not a unique ally, meaning the damage boosting ability can stack. The next recommendation is only for gamblers. You can pick a champion that isn't played and get their cards super cheap. Weaves likes to support unplayed champions, so why not gamble? I picked up Lightweavers that sell for $10 each, another $40 just for one. Something like Rise Arcane Engine isn't too bad price-wise right now. Let's address the Sylvie issue now. If Lorraine isn't your thing, I do think Sylvie's the next best choice. My real issue with Sylvie has always been people overhyping her. Let me be perfectly clear. You will not be winning locals with Sylvie straight out of the Recollection Lightbox. She needs Dungeon Guides. While you can get away with not getting anything new for the material deck, Dungeon Guide is needed or else Sylvie loses too many cards leveling up. The Sylvie deck does come with good allies for different elements. Baby Green Slime finds itself in a lot of wind decks, and Baby Red Slime is great for Fire Tamer decks. Speaking of fire, that's Sylvie's only real good branching path. I'm not saying Fire Sylvie is better than Norm Sylvie, it's just different. You could trade a balanced playstyle for fast leveling. Wind and Water builds kind of lose out to Gwoja. Gwoja's Fabled Fate Stones just give her better options than Sylvie's buff counter. Gwoja's level 2 gives the option of drawing 1 card. Sylvie's level 2 might be able to draw 1 more card, but she's often only drawing 1, and sometimes Sylvie's forced not to draw at all. Speaking of Gwoja, she's my next pick. Gwoja's Recollection deck needs a lot more cards than the other champions we've talked about. You want different command cards like Sirius Command. Of course it depends on which Fabled Fate Stone you've chosen to main. The reason I recommend her isn't because she's better than Sylvie, it's because her deck includes Portentous Tengu. Backup Charge is an extremely important card. Tengu isn't as good, but it's pretty close. Feels a lot nicer when you start the game to get a deck that includes a staple substitute. That marks the end of my recommendations. Do you think I missed a champion to start with? Let me know in the comments.